Let's see if anyone joins the live stream today. Oh my gosh, there's a leaderboard now. It says be the first in the leaderboard by showing support. Try sending a live chat or a super chat. That's cool. So if anybody wants to do that. Yeah, I don't usually go live at 2 a.m., but I know you guys have been asking. So I figured I'd hop on and see if anyone's available. I know people are out of school, so maybe not, but let me know. And the last few times I've been going live from my computer with all the bubbles and the stickers and stuff. So let me know if you guys missed that. Today was quite a day. I see that someone's watching. Introduce yourself. Oh wow, I can pin products to the live stream. Let's see if I have any YouTube shopping products on me right now. I do actually. Chocolate by Fenty Beauty is my lip color. I got that at Miami Swim Week with the brand Nomads. Her entire fashion presentation was sponsored by Fenty. So let me see if I can find this. I wore it today for the first time. Let's see. I'm trying to find it, but I don't know if this is it. Okay, we'll just say this is it. And then what else do I have on? Oh wow, this is fun. What else do I have on that's from YouTube? Oh, my eyeliner. e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. There it is. Okay. And then what else do we have? Oh, they might have the Julep Beauty that I have on. Let's see if they have that. Ready to go to bed. Does anybody else like feel ready to go to bed, but then you don't feel like getting ready for bed? And so then you just end up sitting around on your phone until you finally get ready for bed. Yeah. Okay, I think this is the eyeshadow I used today to do the waterline and in like the corners. It's like this green eyeshadow stick from Julep Beauty. They sent that to me maybe last year. I bought the e.l.f. and then I got the Fenty from Miami Fashion Week. So yeah. Let me think. I don't think I can tag anything else, you guys, on here. But you know, you can always reverse look up stuff by taking a photo of it. Oh, I can do like, for my foundation, I use Rare Beauty's Tinted SPF today. So I can tag that. It's pretty nice because, you know, it's like hot and everything during the summer. So, you know, you're going to be a little sweaty, dewy, moist and stuff. So I like her tinted moisturizer because, or SPF, because A, it has the SPF, but also because it's like a dewy kind of finish. So, because if you try to put on something that's like matte and cakey and then start sweating, it's just gonna look so bad. Some people do that and it's like, nah. Okay, I just added those. Hey everybody, this is Jessie. How you doing? Thank you for the like button, whoever hit the like. Oh, you guys are writing comments. I just couldn't see them. Hi, Kitan. You're from India? That's super cool. I was tagging products that I have on, like makeup products that I have on, so that you guys can order them if you wanted to. All right, so we've got number 1. Number 2 is Adarsh. Says, hi, beautiful, what's up? Daily says, hi. Oh my gosh, you guys are on the leaderboard. Do you guys see the leaderboard? If you press the button that says community, it says Catan is number 1 with 75 XP. Number 2 is Adar with 25 XP. And Daily Stewart is number 3. So congratulations, you guys. You're the top 3 on today's live. Can it change? What do you think? You think if you guys leave a lot of comments that it'll change the rank? Or what? No, it won't change it. Is it just based on who leaves a comment first? I just remembered another thing I have. I can also tag my blush that you can still kind of see. Can you guys tell that I have blush on? It's Rare Beauty, also liquid blush, so that it looks more like skin, especially when I'm sweating. But what have you guys been up to today? Tell me what you've been doing. What you been doing? So it's called Rare Beauty by Selena Gomez Soft Pinch Dewy Liquid Blush. So I'm gonna tag one from Walmart. But then where else do they sell it? Where else is it sold? Sephora. And that might be it, you guys. Let's see, what have y'all been saying? What country am I in? I'm in America, you guys. And so it is very late at night, so I'm yawning. I had fun with my eye makeup today because I knew I was going to a lot of like creator events, and creators tend to appreciate creative makeup versus wearing it around people that don't appreciate it. So that's what I have on. If you guys can tell. Yeah, there now you can really tell. I did kind of like a really dark, a mauve reddish color on the outside. And then I did like this blue sparkle from the inside and then about to the middle. And then I went in with, what did I do next? I did the under eye, like a smoky under eye with this like electric blue eyeshadow and brought it out a little bit. And then what did I do? I got the Julep Beauty like shimmer stick that's in the color green, and I did it right in the corners so that that would shine. And then I also did the waterline, if you can tell, like I went in there and I stopped like 3/4 of the way. And then I got my e.l.f. liquid eyeliner, and I did like a little wing on each eye, a little one. I think I like the little one better. I was doing really big ones, but the little ones are better. And then after I did that, I just added the mascara, if you guys can tell. And that was the look for today, for the eyes anyway. Good night, Daily. You play Fortnite today? Nice. Half Hawk Halfman says, oh my gosh, you're so funny. Where have you been? You used to be in the lives all the time. Hi, King. Thank you. And then for the lips, I used Julep Beauty Raspberry Matte. A little bit of that, just a little bit. And then I used a lip liner from Fenty Beauty and that I just got. I also got that at Miami Fashion Week from Nomads. And then I went over it with the chocolate lip oil from Fenty Beauty that I also got at Miami Swim Week in like a gift bag. So most of that's gone now because I just finished eating some tiramisu. Before that, I had some peanut butter crackers, and then I drank some ginger ale. And like I said earlier, you guys, I put my whole face instead of foundation. It's just tinted SPF from Rare Beauty. And then I use the Rare Beauty, I think the blush color is called Grateful. I went in and like did one dot and then used my brush and did like that brush or that blush. So yeah, all of the beauty stores are like having major sales right now. So they've been pushing us to tell you guys that and to let you know which products we like, so that if any of you guys are trying to get some makeup, you know what's up, you know? Half Hawk says that their exercise routine includes running away from their problems, running late, and running their mouth nonstop. What are you talking about? Why are you saying this stuff? Oh my gosh. You guys, I think I have to go. I think I have to go to sleep. Does anybody else have anything that you want to share with me or with everybody? You have a question or something before I end the live? Because I just started it like 12 minutes ago, but I'm like, actually, good night. Oh, you guys want to hear something interesting? The person could be watching, who knows? But I always find it fascinating when I meet people, but I think this happens particularly whenever I go to creator events, like YouTube creator events. Usually, like everybody is good vibes, super chill, and everything. And whenever I meet someone and we decide to connect, I literally just like follow them. You know what I mean? I, hey guys. Thomas says, I greet you and everyone warmly and send their warmest regards from Poland. Oh, nice. Hey, Thomas from Poland. Welcome. If anyone's new and this is your first time, I'm Jessie, by the way, and you should subscribe to my channel because why not? And hit the like button. Okay, so anyway, you guys, what was I saying? Okay, so yeah, we always exchange and whatever. The only thing that I do, like once I get home, if there's someone I followed or they followed me and I'm deciding if I'm going to follow back, I always go to their page and look at what videos they post and see if I like them. Because I don't like following people that are just going to be in my feed, whether it be Instagram or YouTube or whatever, but I don't like what their stuff says because I feel like it's important to engage, like when you're following someone, to engage, to like leave comments, to like, to share and all that stuff. So if I'm just not with it, like I'm not going to follow, like it just doesn't make sense. Now, this though is the weird thing that happens every once in a while with other creators. They will tell me, hey, can I follow you? Like they'll be the one who initiates it, after chatting for a little bit, and then they'll immediately look at how many followers or subscribers I have, make a judgment that of it not being good enough for their whatever they thought it would be, and then proceed to just say to me, is this your main platform? Which is like their political, or what is the word, what is the word, you guys know what I mean. Like their nice way of asking me if I have a lot of followers on another platform. Like that's not whatever. And I think it's the weirdest thing. Like, why in the world? Monique Wood says, oh my gosh, I love watching your chats. Hi. You do? Which other ones have you listened to? Yeah, passive aggressive. But it's so weird because it's another creator and we're at a creator event and we've already started connecting. Like we had a conversation and then they've decided that they want to follow me. But what they're really doing, the weird part is they weren't actually ever interested in following me. They were just interested in finding out how much clout I had, because they might have been thinking like, oh, we could collab together, but let me see how many followers she has first. Which is crazy to me because I have never been the type of person to judge people or decide if I want to spend time with a person or collab with a person based on how many followers they have on social media. That's just crazy. Like, I don't even look. Like, if one of my friends told me they had like 100 million followers or 100 followers, I wouldn't even know the difference because I don't go to their page looking for that stuff. It doesn't matter. I just support them, you know? And so, yeah, that happened today. This person got my thing. They immediately looked at the number, I'm assuming, because then they looked up and said, "Is this your main platform?" And I said, "Yeah, it's YouTube." And then they said, "Interesting." And then I just kept talking. There was a group of people, and then I just kept talking because I already knew what that was about. And I was not, I wasn't not interested in like going down that road with them. So, anyway, if you guys are like that, don't be like that. Be the type of person who judges people based on the content of their character, their vibe. Like, if you like someone, if you enjoy speaking to them, you like what they represent, what they're about, then be about it. Have them be a part of your life in some capacity. Do not ever try to measure someone's worth based on how many followers they have or how many subscribers they have. That is insane. Like, that's crazy. And the sad thing is sometimes I'll be talking to people and I will think that they're like cool and nice and be like, "Oh yeah, I'm so happy I got to meet them." And then they pull that out and I'm like, they're kind of giving like they're giving ego, they're giving haughty, they think they're better than everyone, like it's just not giving some anything nice. So I give some people the benefit of the doubt though. Like I won't immediately like unfollow them and be like, I'm not talking to you. Because sometimes people just have trained themselves to do that, but they don't take it as far as it seems like they're taking it. So I let it be, but yeah, interesting. And there was even a girl today. You guys, she could be watching too, possibly. There was a girl today, you guys, who she was telling everyone that she doesn't have any followers on YouTube. And the people were like, how many do you have? And she said, only 25,000. Why would you go around saying that you only have 25,000 followers? Anyone watching this, would anyone watching this like to have 25,000 followers? Would you be grateful for that? Or would you go around and say that you only have that? That's crazy. 25,000 people appreciate what you're bringing to the world enough to not only watch it, but to hit the subscribe button. That's an incredible blessing. That's more than a lot of towns. That's more than in a stadium. Like, we got to practice gratitude at every single level, you guys. I'm extremely grateful for each one of you guys at every stage, even when I had 5. You realize how long I had 0, and I was like, Lord, is anyone ever going to subscribe to my channel? And then I finally got 1, and then I got 2 subscribers. And then I still remember when I had 25, and I was like, I have 25. This is incredible. God is so good. Don't ever allow this worldly stuff get you to the point where you can't be grateful at every single stage, you guys. Like, always be grateful, because the Bible says those who are grateful, what is the verse? You guys know what I mean? Those who are grateful with the little, they can be, or ruler over little can be ruler over much. Basically, the verse is saying that God looks at what we do with what he gives at first, a little sprinkle, sprinkle. And if you're really great with that and diligent with that, he'll open it up and just overflow. So you really you really have to practice being grateful, and you need to be a good steward over everything at every single stage of your life, your journey, whatever you're doing. This is not just about being a YouTuber or an Instagrammer or TikTok or whatever. This is about life, like this can happen in so many different scenarios. I see you guys are leaving some comments. Monique says they were there when Zoe got a new hamster. Remember you told that Monique is... Oh, yes. Thank you for reminding me. I was trying to remember who you were. Well, welcome back, bestie. King says that they would be grateful for their subscribers. That's good. And Divine Peach said subscribe. Thanks for subscribing. Who else is a new subscriber that's watching? Welcome to the fam. And then Good Doggo says facts. Yes, you guys. Gratefulness is so, so important. And I have to remind myself, does anyone remember why gratefulness is so important? Like, why? Like, I get that it's good to be grateful, but why? Does anyone know? I'm trying to find my charger. Where did I put it? Where did I put it? Oh, my goodness. I thought I put it up. Oh, it's probably over here. He's sleeping. He was sitting right next to me, but I just got up to find my charger. You guys, look. I went to a YouTube event today. They gave me a YouTube towel. How funny is that? Isn't that hilarious? Does anyone know why gratefulness is so important? I'm waiting for someone to answer that. You guys tell me, why do you think gratefulness is important? Gratitude. What does it do? Like, what are you actually doing spiritually when you are grateful? Hi, Bill. What it do, bestie? Ugh. What happened to the people that joined earlier? Y'all still there? Ooh. Who's in the chat right now? Who's in the chat? Monique Woods, okay. She says gratefulness is to show you how you appreciate things or people. Yeah, I think that that's like a general definition, but I'm trying to get down to what is it fundamentally doing, like spiritually? Like there's an importance behind it. You know what I'm saying? Like when you practice gratefulness, when you show appreciation for things and people, there's something that you're unlocking spiritually so that you can bless others more and be a blessing. And I have read in the Bible like exactly what this is, but I have to remind myself. I would look it up, but I'm talking to you guys on my phone right now, so I can't exactly do that. You guys know what I mean? Does anyone have Chat GPT like on another phone or their computer or something? Can someone ask Chat GPT why, according to the Bible, why is gratefulness really important? What's happening spiritually when you practice gratefulness? That's what I would ask it. Hi, my life is Jessio. Hey, welcome back. Why do you ask me that every single time, girl? Why? 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 Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. You guys know that song? Why? Why? Ooh. Oh, oh. Ba-da-da-dum, da-da-da-dum. Why, ooh. Is anyone looking up the answer to my question? Okay, we've got a verse. Let's read it. Matthew 25:23 says, his master said to him, well done, good and faithful servant. You have been faithful in little. I will make you ruler over much. Enter into your master's joy. Oh, yes. So this is the verse I was talking about a little bit ago about, yeah, what God said about how we need to be stewards over little so that He will make us ruler over way more. So that was tying back into the point that I was saying, like, that does tie to, I believe this also ties to like gratitude and gratefulness. Even if you only have 100 subscribers, 5 subscribers, 1 subscriber, or in this case, she has 25,000, you should not ever look down at that or say something negative about it, because our words and our thoughts have power. And when we say that stuff, you're totally disrespecting, like people are disrespecting the fact that God, this is how God designed it. At every stage, everyone will always have a little, and then at some point will have much. And God will not give us something great that He knows that we're not ready for. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes I'm like, well, how come I don't have like hundreds of millions yet or whatever? And it's like, well, I mean, first of all, Jesse, you're supposed to be, you said you're going to post this many times a day and you haven't even been doing it. And you said you're going to reply to all your messages and you replied a lot, but you haven't been replying to all. And you haven't even edited the vlogs that you made last week. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I realize I need to get some stuff together, because when I have even more subscribers, it's going to be even more that I need to do. You know what I'm saying? So, I realize that. But I'm also grateful for each one of you guys. That's why I ask you to comment on each one of my videos, because I feel like I know some of you because you comment and you come to lives and you communicate and stuff. But I want to know way more of you if you guys would just like engage more, because when you engage, like comment, like come to these lives, it gives me an opportunity to remember who you are, know a little bit about you, because sometimes I say, what did you eat today, or what did you do today? And so then I start getting an idea of, oh, this is what she's usually doing during the week, and this is like, oh, they like to eat that too, simple stuff. Or like if you need me to pray with you about something, then I'll know about that, and then we actually have like community, and it's not just me like dancing or talking or doing silly stuff and you guys watching, which I mean, we do that too, obviously, but I want it to be even more than that. Good Dog says you should talk about it more often. Yeah, I mean, I do. I just don't make videos about it, I guess. You're saying videos. But on the live, I usually talk about it at some point. So, and I didn't even get on here planning to necessarily talk about it. It was just, I was just talking to you guys and thinking about what happened today. And those were kind of the things that stood out to me. People that were trying to practice egotism and like, yeah, trying to project something on me, which could lead to not having gratitude. And then someone else who was practicing not having gratitude and trying to put themselves down. Um, and then just realizing like I can't let that get in my head. Like I don't want that kind of spiritual, like that type of thinking to get into my mind or my spirit, because I want to maintain being grateful for every single one of you guys. And even on my Instagram and TikTok or whatever, like I am incredibly grateful, and not ever think that it's not enough or it's not a big deal or try to put it down or whatever. I never do that. Sometimes people go out of their way to like beg me to say how many subscribers I have and stuff. And to be honest, sometimes I say it and sometimes I don't, because it's just like I found out it's just like with age. You know how you guys, I say I never talk about age because I'm like anti-ageism. It's like, when you tell someone your age, it doesn't matter how young you are or how old you are, it does not matter. Every time you tell someone your age, they immediately say something that is supposed to that's supposed to define who you are because of that age. They're either going to think that you must know something because of this, or you must not know something because of this, or you have experienced something or not experienced something because of their understanding of people at this age. And to be honest, people were always wrong and making weird judgmental statements about, like, in reference to me, and I believe that words have power. So I take that power back by not even giving them enough information for them to try to say something negative about me. You get what I'm saying? So, like, if somebody, because, we say, like, oh, they're not nice or whatever. No, like, if you want to take it down to what's going on biblically, when people say stuff that's not nice, they are cursing the other person. Like, yeah, 100%. It's a curse, period. They're literally cursing the other person. I know people don't go around saying that, but that's what a curse is, according to the Bible, is saying it. The Bible says, do not let any corrupt communication come out of your mouth, which means if you don't have something nice to say, don't say it. So you have to understand that the enemy is just using people that are spiritually immature on the easiest, sneakiest way, because it says he's a wolf dressed in sheep clothing. So it's someone who could be like, oh my gosh, like super nice, just told you that you're so pretty and you're so cute. And then they're like, how old are you? And then if you were to say, then they would immediately say something that probably is not nice, but they think it's true because of this preconceived idea that was formed in their head from media and upbringing and like their environment. You know, people do the same thing with where people are from, right? So what country they're from, what side of town they live on, what kind of school. Oh my gosh, you guys, people judge me all the time if they find out what kind of school I went to. Even finding out I'm a Christian, like, I'm not gonna not tell people I'm a Christian, but like, once you tell someone you're a Christian, they're always like, oh. And it's just like, just because you met a Christian before, it does not mean you know anything about me. Because some people say they're Christians and they don't even know anything that the Bible says. Or maybe they can say a verse, but they have no idea what it even means. And they're not even living their life like that. So, yeah, it's very, very interesting. I believe that if you read the Bible, you will find that it's most important, especially when you're dealing with people you don't really know. Keep your mouth shut. Don't share too much information about your plans, your future, about yourself. You share things to sow goodness and kindness and love into their life and to lift them up. But that doesn't mean you need to be telling them all your business. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't need any information to try to twist around and try to mess up what God has planned for you. You guys got questions? I'll listen now. You guys can drop all your questions. Yes, stay positive. I'm doing great. Thank you. Yeah, serve a higher purpose. By focusing on the things that matter and not let people try to pull you into focusing on things that literally don't matter. Why are you asking me something that has nothing to do with what we're talking about? Come on. Does anybody else have a question or something you want to add? I know somebody has something you want to add to what I just said. You said that you want me to lean into it. Thank you. Yeah. You guys, I do have other channels. You probably just don't realize that. I do have other channels. This channel is just I want this channel to feel like everyone is welcome and not feel like people can't be here unless they're a Christian, if that makes sense. Because, um, like, you understand what I'm talking about because I'm assuming you're a Christian. But if, like, is there anyone watching that's not a Christian? You might not even get what I'm talking about. You said Christian YouTubers are getting mainstream and popular. Interesting. So, have I ever met you before, good doggo? Like, do you know me in person in real life? Nayab wants to know if I am really smart. What do you mean, am I really smart? What is really smart to you? Like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Girl, why are you trying to figure out what time it is? It's late. Depending on what country you're in, it might be early for you. You guys, I travel all the time, which you guys know. You know that. So obviously, I can't just walk into a church every week because I'm in a different place every week. So I usually watch it on YouTube, Living Word Christian Center, if you want to watch. Live streams at 7 a.m. and 9 a.m. every Sunday and 6:30 p.m. on Wednesdays. Yes, that's why I do integrate it into what I do. Like, I don't know if any of you guys watch my vlogs. That's where I usually get more into it. So if you watch my vlogs, like long videos, it's like usually a whole day of my life. So, and I usually try to reflect on the day at the end of the vlog. So if I haven't already mentioned biblical principles, usually when I'm reflecting, I'm naturally thinking, just like today, you know how I told you guys I was just talking to you, like reflecting on my day? I do the same thing when I'm vlogging. And so I'll sit down and think about stuff that happened, what I thought I meant, how it relates to what God is doing in my life. And so that's all in the vlogs. The reason why I haven't been, I still vlog every day almost, but I haven't been posting them as much because the engagement, like it takes me like 2 days to edit. And then, not enough of you guys are actually watching them and leaving comments. So I'm like, for me, it just doesn't make sense to spend 2 days locked inside editing a vlog that's great. There's good stuff in there for not many people to watch. I would rather just be out, spreading kindness and love to people in person if people aren't interested in watching it online, you know. But if I post a video of me dancing, I mean, everybody's there ready to watch. So, ah, hi, hey girl. You were, we were together in Miami, weren't we, the other day? What are you doing up so late too, girl? What have you been doing? What about Nayob says her favorite color is black. Okay, that's mine too. Rudy says it's 1:27 a.m. wherever they are. King, why'd you say your apologies? Tara says she's excited to see the swim week vlog. Yeah, that's gonna be so chaotic because so much was happening. I was literally just like, oh, I should probably record something right now. So I don't think there was many like proper, I didn't spend much time doing proper intros and outros. Like I didn't even close that video. Like whatever the last thing it was that I filmed, which was probably hanging out with you. Like I haven't even done a closing and a reflection. I actually want to do I want to do a podcast, and I was gonna do it like the next day, but it rained. Like it just literally started. You guys, so we were at Miami Swim Week, and it literally just started crazy raining from the day after and kept raining. Like I was gonna stay in Miami longer, but I was like, I'm getting out of here. I'm gonna go to New York. Like, forget this, because you couldn't even be outside. But I did this for Art Basel, where I sat down with a friend and we kind of just reflected on the whole week. We talked about our experiences and then had like kind of a deeper spiritual conversation about like creativity and stuff. And so I really want to do that for Swim Week. And I asked this girl that we went to like a few events together, and then we found out she was at a few events that we didn't know each other were at, and then went to some different ones. So I thought it'd be nice to sit down and talk about our experiences, what we felt, was going on, and everything, and how it affected us and others. But she is in Atlanta this weekend, and she lives in Florida, and I'm in New York. So I need to find someone who's in New York that went to Swim Week, because I want to do it in person by the pool, like on the rooftop, and like go to the pool, so it still is like the vibes. Good Doggo says, yeah, people like short form and live these days. This is true. Yeah. I think honestly, it's more so YouTube is pushing that stuff these days, because that's what YouTube tells us, that they're pushing that. So that's what we need to use, which is why I started using it. So, Good Doggo, you're in New York. Did you go to Miami Swim Week? Oh my gosh. Nayab, you're a new subscriber. Awesome. Welcome to the fam. Welcome. Do you guys like this ranking that they have now? Oh wow, they've ranked everybody. So Half Hawk Halfman is now number 1 with 75 XP. Good Doggo is number 2 with 75 XP. Daily Stewart is ranked number 3 with 75. And then right after that is Katan, and then James, then Nayab, then Monique at number 7, Carrie Johnson at number 8, Thomas at number 9, Tara by Icy at number 10, Divine Peach at 11. And have you guys all heard your name? Because it goes all the way to 15. Can you guys see the leaderboard too, or just me? I look like what? What are you guys talking about? What do I look like? What do I look like? Are y'all still there? Is anyone there? Knock, knock. Oh my gosh. I'm going to get some more to drink. Thank you so much. I thought you were already a subscriber. You just now subscribed? What? I'm going to get some more ginger ale. Oh, you guys want to see the baby? Look. There's the little cuddle. Hi, baby. Look what I got, you guys. See? I just went to the store and got this. I was trying to get this rose lemonade. It's literally made from rose extract. with some lemon juice and like carbonation, but they didn't have it, so I got ginger ale, which I also like, but a different taste, you know? Okay. Cheers. That's spicy. It says on the bottle, spicy and bold. You know what's also interesting, you guys? Who else is watching? Who's still here? Drop a comment if you're still here. Is anyone still here? Drop a comment if you're here, please. It says that people are here, but I'm not seeing any chats. Is my thing just like frozen? Can you guys hear me? Thank you for the hearts. Who's sending all the hearts? Who's sending all the super chats? Can you guys see the YouTube shopping button? It should look like a little purse. I put some of the makeup that I have on in there. Check it out. But on a positive note, before I end this live, because I think I'm going to end it very shortly, it's been 47 minutes. Not that what I was saying was negative, it was very serious. But another note about today is I was invited to a YouTube shopping summit at the Google office at Pier 57. So it's like right on the water. And last time I went to a Google shopping event, it was like a couple weeks ago, and they gave us tons of free stuff. And I was wondering if that's what they were going to do this time. Guess what? They did not do that this time. They gave us that towel that I showed you. Excuse me. And they gave some Fenty Beauty lip stuff, but I was late, so I guess they ran out. I don't know. They didn't give that to me. So, excuse me. Um, excuse me again. It's because of all the bubbles in the ginger ale. Anyway, so what happened was I went to the office and they wouldn't let me in because, hey, Lily, because they said that I needed like a physical ID. And I was like, for real? Like, people actually know I'm here, who I am, and you guys have seen me before. Like, I was literally here a couple weeks ago. And so they escalated it to like the head of security, and he was like, absolutely not. Like, we can't let her in. You have to go get your ID. Now, my friend was invited to go to a Fenty Beauty event, and I had told her, and she told me she couldn't go, but I could go in her place. And I told her that I couldn't go because it was the exact same time as the YouTube event. Well, now YouTube has told me to go home, and now it's like close to the Fenty Beauty event. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go to Fenty Beauty, then go home and get my ID, feed Oliver, and then go back. Okay, because it was, I had like 4 hours, 5 hours, something like this. So I go to the Fenty event, and there's literally a line wrapped around the building, you guys. Like, tons of girls outside, maybe like 100. I don't know, I didn't count. Like tons of girls outside. But if any of you guys know me, I do not do lines. Like, I do not wait in line for stuff. The Bible says to come boldly before the throne. If God tells us to come boldly before his throne to speak to him about what we want, darn right, we're going to do that with people. Okay? So I walked right up to the front door and I asked him if it was the event I was looking for. And he said, yeah, but if you're here for the event, actually, no, I asked him what that was or something. And he said, if you're here for the event, you need to wait in line. But if you're just here to shop at the store, you can go in this door to the right. And so I was like, he just told me I could go inside if I'm shopping. So I was like, why would I go stand in the line when it's 90 degrees outside and they're standing in the sun? So I literally walked in. He told me I could go in to go shop. And I was like, okay. And as soon as I walk in, I was greeted by, hold on, let me plug in my phone. Lily says, preach, sister. See? Right, exactly. Okay. So I walk straight into the store, right? And I'm immediately greeted by these two girls that are dressed in like crop over festival clothes, like it's like the Fenty Beauty stuff. And they're like dancing and they're like, welcome to the store. We're happy you're here. And I'm taking photos with them. I'm vlogging with them for you guys, making videos and everything. We're exchanging each other's Instagrams, laughing and having fun. And then actually, I left out the part. I was about to take photos with them. Like I had just spoken to these girls and I was about to take a photo with them. And then one of the organizers walked up to me and she said, hey, love, will you hold on a second for your photo? Because the minister of Barbados is about to walk in and we want him to get a chance to take his photo first. And I was like, you guys, this all happened for a reason. Google did not let me into the offices because I was supposed to go to this event. And I was supposed to walk in at this exact time because I literally walked in and then the minister of Barbados walked in behind me. Okay. So I stand there and I'm like, I'm recording the whole thing. So I got it all on film. He walks in with his whole entourage. They're smiling. They do their photos. I do videos and everything. And I was like, this is so cool. Then I get my photos and videos and do some other stuff. You guys will see it in the vlog. And then we go upstairs and he's up there. And I was like, excuse me, sir. Hi, my name is. Met him. He was so nice. And I was like, can I interview you for my YouTube? And he was like, of course. So then I set up my microphone and camera and everything. And we did a whole interview. And he's basically saying in the whole interview that Barbados is awesome and everyone should come to Barbados. Because the whole point, like this entire event, the whole point was to encourage people to come visit Barbados for crop over, which is like this big festival that they do in July, I believe. And they were using Fenty Beauty to tell people and show people how to do crop over makeup looks. So how to do your makeup for the festival. And every hour they were giving away airplane tickets to for two to Barbados for crop over. So very, very, very cool. And yeah, so that was super fun. They had giveaways. All the vibes were so good, you guys. All the girls were so nice. Of course, I had Oliver, so everybody wanted to say hi to Oliver, give him kisses, get kisses from him. And girls were getting jewels like all on their face, getting their makeup done, spinning the wheel to get prizes, taking pictures. And the prime minister was just having a good time. Everybody was asking him to invite them to Barbados and pay for it. I even did, like, except I didn't say it like that. On camera, I was just like, he is inviting me to Barbados, something like this. And he was like, ah. And then also there was a woman there that organized the whole thing. And she said, if you're an influencer and you're interested in coming to Barbados, make sure you introduce yourself to me, and we'll talk. And so I was like, ooh, okay. I was like, so as soon as she was done speaking to everyone, I walked up to her, told her, hey, that's me. And then she just had me follow her on Instagram. So we'll see what happens. The seed has been sown, you guys. So it's so interesting. Like, I could have gotten really upset that Google wouldn't let me in, but I realized while I was there that if they weren't going to let me in, that I was invited to this other thing and I could always just go there. And they not only let me in, I went in ahead of everyone that was outside, and everyone in there was welcoming and they were kind. I even interviewed the prime minister, you guys, and everyone was recording and taking pictures of me interviewing him. And so, yeah, it's just, God is good, you guys, and you have to walk by faith and you have to maintain the right attitude. You got to dwell in love and peace, joy, kindness, because you have to realize that everything happens for a reason and God's got your back like nobody else. And it doesn't have to make sense. You just got to go with the flow and allow Him to bless you. Eddie VQZ, what are you talking about? Are you new? Everybody who's new needs to hit subscribe, okay? Subscribe. Why not? It's free. Join the family. Crazy says that they want to know if I remember them from a long time ago. Yes, I recognize that picture with you screaming or whatever you're doing. Boss says that they're proud of me. All praises to the Most High. Thank you so much. Crazy says, God is Savior, Lord, good power, great friend, and very intelligent. King of Kings. Yeah, that should be your bestie for real. If you're confused about something, you got a question, that's the only one you need to be talking to, for real. The only one, because even people that mean well, if they're not getting their information from the source, from God, they will tell you something that could ruin your life and you don't even realize it. You want me to keep telling stories? Yeah, well, I'm just telling you guys about my day. So I can keep telling you about my day. A lot happened today. So I woke up at like 11 and then I realized that I was supposed to get up and go to a special event with Shopify at 10 a.m. And so I texted my friend who had told me about it and I was like, did you go? Because she hadn't called or texted me. She said she was there. And I'm literally sitting here like, girl, like I told you yesterday that I would come and that I RSVP'd. So when you were on your way, why would you not text me and be like, I'm on my way. Are you still coming? Or when you got there, you didn't see me. Why would you not text me or call me and say, hey girl, I'm at the event. Are you still coming? Should I save you a seat? So that was super weird that she didn't follow through because I didn't text her like 11:30, I realized ish. And she was just like, um, she was like, yeah, I'm here. And I'm like, and you didn't say nothing when you got there and you noticed I wasn't there an hour and a half ago? Because if she had texted me, I would have seen it because I was laying in bed for a while. I would have seen it and gotten up and gotten ready and gone. Anyway, so that was kind of weird. Would you guys text your friend or would you just be like, guess they're not coming? But instead of going to that, I took Oliver to the park and we went for a walk and there were two jazz bands at the park. Two different ones playing live jazz music, like saxophone, cello, like all the stuff. And so that was super cute and fun. So we did a little dancing, listening to live music while we were walking around. And then I came back and did my makeup and got dressed for the day and everything to then go to the YouTube shopping event. So I'm in the YouTube shopping affiliate program. You're eligible for that. If you're a YouTube partner and you have at least 10,000 subscribers, you can ask to be a part of that program. And then they have these events where you talk about strategy and you talk about like opportunities with brand partnerships, and you get to meet other creators in the group, and they also give you like samples of a lot of the brands stuff. Like I told you, I got makeup and everything so that you can then use it to make videos without having to go buy the stuff, which is super nice. And then whenever you guys click on that link on my video that says products or whatever, it looks like a little shopping bag. When you click on that, it's a special link with my name linked to it. So like, let's say you click on it and you decide, oh, yeah, I definitely want to get those sunglasses that Jessie is wearing, and go to the website. It'll tell the website through your link that you're buying it because I recommended it. And then it'll send me some money. So it could be 20% of however much you spend. It could be 50%. Some of them are even doing like 80% right now. It could be 8%, it just depends. So whenever you see those links, just click on it and go look at it. You might want it, you might not. It doesn't charge you anything extra. It just the company gives me some of their revenue, if that makes sense. To thank me for referring you as a customer. So that's what the event was today that they didn't let me into because I didn't bring my ID. And because they didn't do that, I went to the Fenty Beauty Welcome to Barbados pop-up party. And then after that, I went back to the Google office for the YouTube event because they had a happy hour. So I got my ID and then I went there, and everyone was like, wait, were you even here all day? And I was like, nah, man, they wouldn't let me in. But I got to see all of my friends. We made some videos, we had a cutie time. You guys will see that probably tomorrow. I'll post my, you know how I always wanted a subscriber just like you video that I post every day. I'll do it with the YouTubers. You guys can see if you know anyone. Anyway, so I did that. There was food there, but it ran out like immediately because I got there and it was already gone. And the girls were like, yeah, we ate it like immediately because we've been here all day and there was not enough food. And I was like, man. But I did get the towel and I got to hang out and talk with everyone and make some videos. And I even did an interview for an artist, like a floral artist. I interviewed her. So that should be cool. Make sure you like and comment when I post that, okay? And then what else happened? So after that, I was telling everyone that they should come with me, but everyone had different plans except for the artist because she's visiting from Canada. And so she came with me to go to this art installation launch party happening on a rooftop magic hour in Midtown. And so she didn't know what to expect because she's just going off of what I said. So we go up there and we both were like, when we got up there, because it's like giant flower installation. It's like, just imagine the most gorgeous flowers like everywhere, like on the walls and the ceilings, like outside on a terrace, but then make them huge, like massive, like really big, each flower. And then they look real, but it's an art installation. So you guys know I filmed all of it. And they even had a carousel there. There was a carousel covered in flowers. I rode on the carousel so many times, you guys. It was so much fun. And they had cupcakes and donuts and a DJ. And so we had so much fun. I was only going to go there for like an hour, but I stayed for like 2 hours. I met so many people there and had so much fun. And like everyone was loving and living for Oliver. And everybody was talking how we matched today because I have on gray and I was wearing red shoes and Oliver has a red harness, and everyone was just like loving. And I didn't even plan that. It just happened. Anyway, So then after that, should I take a break and read your messages? Because you guys said you want me to keep telling you what happened today. The day's not over, so that's like there's only one more thing left, or maybe two more things left that I can tell you guys. You guys want me to keep going? Is everyone subscribed on the live now? So, boss says you give so much info. Thank you. Crazy Man says they want to learn saxophone and that's what they're going to play in middle school. Nice. Yeah, communication is super important, you guys. So low-key, when people don't communicate well, I'm like, should I even bother? Because it's so annoying. Welcome back, Noah. Thank you, boss. You love my eyeliner? Thank you. It is tagged if you want it too. It's the e.l.f. liquid eyeliner. If you press the little shopping bag, you should see it. And you're subscribed. Thanks, bestie. Okay, you guys. So the rest of the day, what happened next? So we went to the art party. Oh, and guess what? The girl that is from out of town, the YouTuber that came with me, she left me there. She's literally visiting New York. Like she came from another country and she left the art party. And I was like, what? I was like, are you sure? Because I told her that she could go with me to the other event that I was going to later. She left. Noah is leaving. Okay, bye, good night. So she left me there. And then people were like, did you come alone and all this stuff? And I was like, no, I didn't, but she left. But I'm cool. I usually go alone to this stuff anyway. But I'm not alone. I'm always with Oliver, my little baby bear. Anyway, so met some more people after she left, had fun. Then I was like, there was only an hour left for the other event I was going to. Another event was a live jazz event with the New York City Tech Week, okay? So there's this tech week happening. I've never been to it before, but there's like 1,000 events happening over 5 days. People come in from all over the United States, maybe even the world, to network with like tech founders and funders and just all things tech. So the events are totally free. You just have to sign up. So I went and looked and I saw this live jazz event and I was like, oh yeah, let's go to a live jazz event. So you know how I said that we didn't get any food at the YouTube one? Well, guess what? I was late to this one and there was tons of food, but it had been sitting out for hours, so I didn't eat it. But they had a bunch of food and they had another live band. So you guys, I saw like at least 3 live bands today. 3. Um, they had a saxophone, they had a pianist, they had a drummer, and someone on the keyboard too. And if you guys want to see them playing, I posted a video on my stories on Instagram. So go to mylifeasjessio on Instagram and you will see the video of them playing. Oh, you'll also see a short video of the people in the park this morning too. Anyway, so that was cool, but the weird thing was people were looking at me and they asked to like say hi to Oliver, but nobody was trying to talk to me. Like that was the weird part. Nobody was like, "Oh my gosh, so how are you? And what have you been up to? Have you been enjoying?" Like no one was talking to me at all. So then I just went into the back and sat down with Oliver and started replying to like my DMs on Instagram and comments here on YouTube while I was listening to the music and chilling. And then we were about to leave, like the party was over basically. They turned the lights on and then some guy that was there the whole time came and sat next to me and was like, so what brings you here and what do you do and stuff like this. And then he asked for my LinkedIn and I was like, bruh, no, I don't have LinkedIn. I was like, you got Instagram? And he was like, bruh, no. So And then the last thing he said to me, he was like, keep being you because you're really cool. I was like, thanks. Bye. Oh my gosh. So, that basically was the main part of the day, but there's more. But do you guys want me to keep talking or are you good? I mean, my days tend to be extremely eventful. When I decide to be outside, I'm outside, you guys, like outside, outside. Hi, Big Willie. Do I know who you are? Boss? What are you talking about, boss? Hi, Callie. Hi, Nayab. William. Do I know who you are? Oh my gosh. It wasn't like that at all. If he was trying to like talk to me, he would have asked for my number, which he did not. He asked for LinkedIn, which means he was trying to stay linked in case we needed to collaborate on something business wise. Our whole conversation was actually about the Bible. Which you guys want to hear something kind of funny? So he asked me what my favorite verse was, which was super random. He asked me what my favorite verse was right now. I told him one. He acted like he knew, he was acting like he pretended like he knew what I was talking about. And then I said, "What's yours?" And then he told me that there was a really good one that the father of the bride said like a week ago at a wedding that he's been reading. And he was like, "I want to read it to you." And I was like, "Oh boy." And then he looks up like something on his phone and reads it to me. And I'm thinking, this does not sound like a verse. Like, it doesn't sound like anything I've read. And I didn't necessarily agree with what was being said either. And so I asked him, I just go, "So what verse is that?" And he was like, "Oh, it doesn't say. I don't know. Let me look it up." And then I stay quiet, let him look it up. And I don't, I didn't say nothing. I just said, "Oh, okay. So where is that?" He looks it up and then he's like silent for a while and he says he cannot find it anywhere. And then I go, "That makes sense because that did not sound like a verse in the Bible." And then he was like, then he put his phone away and he was like, "Oh, well, I still really like what it says." And I was just like, "Okay." I didn't bother telling him, like, "Dude, you can't be meditating on stuff that's not true." But anyway, and he was like, "What books do you read?" And I was like, "The Bible." And he was like, "Any other books?" I was like, "The Bible." Yeah, he was so cat boss. Like, I'm pretty sure I can't, he asked me something that led to us talking about the Bible. It was like right away. He said something. And oh, I think it's because he asked about books. I think he led with "What books are you reading?" which is really funny. And then I was like, "The Bible." And then he was trying to talk about, like, act like he knew a lot about it. So at least he tried, I guess. David, what are you talking about? He wanted to impress the queen. Sometimes they try. Callie D, you said you're off track with your editing business. Well, how can we get you back on track? Why'd you say rude? What are you talking about, David? What does really bust mean? Oh, busy. Oh, okay. Well, you know that you always make time for things that are important to you. So you need to figure out what your priorities are or should be and get it together. You know what I mean? So who wants to hear about the rest of my day? Are you guys done? Are you guys good? And who's a new subscriber? Yeah. Party rocking in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time. And we gonna make you. Um, Hi Ark. Why are you saying hey B? Who are you? Boss wants me to finish the day. Okay, so I did that event. Then they told us to leave. They had to exit the venue. So I left, and then as I was walking home, I happened to pass this restaurant and lounge that's someone that I met. So I was in Miami for swim week last week, right? So someone I met there told me that their friend owned this lounge and that they really wanted me to go by there and like have some food and hang out and stuff. And so I saw it on the way home and I took a picture and sent it to him. And then he replied back and was like, "Oh my gosh, you have to go inside. I'll text him and tell him to make you some food and stuff." And I was like, "Dude, it's like late. I'm pretty sure they're closing." Um, and like, I'm just like walking home right now. Okay. And then he was like, "No, you have to go back." Because I had already left. And he was like, "You have to go back because I'm sure my friend is there and I want you to meet him." And I was like, "Fine, I can walk back over there really quick." So I walked back over there and there was a guy outside dressed in a suit. And I was like, "Are you guys still here? Hi, IDK. God bless you too." Okay, so there was a guy. Stop spamming though. IDK, stop spamming, please. Chill. Touch grass. Okay, so you guys. So there's a guy, so to rewind, the first time I walked by to take the picture, there was a guy outside in the suit that I assumed was probably his friend, but he just looked at me and then he turned around and walked back into the place. He did not say hello or welcome or can we help you, nothing. And I was like, so that might be, yeah, I didn't like that vibe, but I wanted to send the picture to my friend. So I sent the picture, I went home. While I was at home, my friend texted me and he was like, "You have to go back. I'm gonna text my friend so that he can make you some food." I was like, "Dude, it's late, but I can walk over." He was really pushing. I was like, "I can walk over there and say hello." So I walked back over there because I decided I want to go to the grocery store. And there was a different guy outside in the suit, okay? Different guy outside in the suit. And I asked him if he was the friend, like if he knew my friend or whatever. And he said no, that the person I was looking for was his boss and that he had just left for the night. And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, all right." And he was like, "Well, but still," they were closed. And he's like, "Well, still come inside and look at the place." And so I looked at the place. It was super cute. There were still some people in there having drinks or whatever. The music was playing. It was a vibe. I was like, "Nice, I'll come back." So I leave, and then my friend like calls me and was like, "Why didn't you tell them that you were my friend and all this stuff?" And I was like, "I did, but they said they didn't know who you were because I said his name wrong because they're all from Turkey, so their names are different, you know?" And he was like, "Well, I'm going to text my friend and I'm going to arrange everything for you tomorrow so that you can go with your friends and have a good time, order whatever you want, and they're going to take care of you." And I was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah." He was like, "You're going to love it there." He was like, "Interview him for your YouTube, have a good time." And I was just like, "Okay." So, yeah, you guys. So that's crazy, right? I met someone in Miami that is now texting me while I'm in New York, telling me that they want me to go to their friend's restaurant and have a good time and that they're going to make all the arrangements for me and my friends. Like, God is good. I didn't even ask for that. He reached out to me to do it. But it was also funny, like going there. And I asked the guy if he knew who you was, and he looked at me like I was crazy. Like he said he had no idea who I was talking about. And then my friend texted him after I left and was like, "Why would you tell her that?" And he was like, "I didn't realize she was saying your name." But anyway, IDK finally touched some grass. Okay, good. I'm glad you touched the grass. You feel better now? You got to rank number 2. Is that why you're leaving so many comments? Callie D says bye. Why are you leaving? Boss says order whatever. Now I need you guys now have to find some friends to go with me because he was like, take your friends. You guys know who who I hang out with? Oliver. Oh my gosh. David, why are you crying? Don't cry. Anyway, so was that fun for you guys? I'm seeing all the emojis go crazy. The emojis are popping off. Let's look at the ranking. The ranking changed. So we've got number 1 is Half Hawk Halfman, 75 XP, and number 2 is IDK 1234. No. And number 3 is Good Doggo. But Good Doggo, you're not even on here anymore. Didn't they already leave? Boss, let's see. Where are you in the ranks? Boss Stacks is number 6. William is at number 4. How is William so high in the ranks? David is at number 9. Peter is at number 10. There's 25 people on the community leaderboard now. Are all of you guys watching? Are there 25 people watching right now? You said my storytelling is lit. Thank you. Thanks. Only 6. You can't really trust the number at the top, to be honest. You really can't. There's been times where I've been on live and it said 0, and I literally thought that it was just me. And then somebody was like, "Hey, Jesse, I'm here." And I was like, what the heck? So, yeah. I feel like there's always more people watching than it says. And because people be saying hello, and then I'm like, oh. Good night, Callie D. Today was a great day. It was a blessed day. I was looking forward to it. I knew it would be busy, but I like that. Like, I like the idea of getting up, getting dressed with putting on a cute outfit, doing some fun, creative makeup, and knowing that I'm going to go places where people are going to see it and appreciate it. The worst thing is like doing your hair, makeup, and putting on a cute outfit, and then you like don't see anybody. Like when I see anybody, like you don't take pictures, you don't take video, like, haven't you guys seen the videos where the people joke about that's a wasted outfit? It's not wasted because it's fun to still be in it, but it's more fun to share with other people and spark their joy too. Boss, why are you saying that's all your day? Like I didn't just tell you a million things. So why are you saying that? I just said so much. You love my videos? Thank you, love. I appreciate you. I need to see you in the comments though, because I didn't even know you've been watching my videos because I haven't been seeing any comments from y'all. Callie D, where are your comments? Boss, where's your comments? IDK, where are your comments? I mean, I need y'all's support. Let me know when you're watching, please. You don't think that was enough? That was a lot. But remember I told you I didn't get out of bed till like 11, so there's not much more I can tell you. I slept in half of the day. Thank you for commenting, but please comment on all of them. And if you guys really want to help, you guys should press the share copy link whenever you're watching too. I think that helps a lot. YouTube is so interesting because sometimes I'll post a video and it won't show it to like anyone, but then in like 2 months it like starts going crazy. It's so funny. Like the other day, some of my videos from February started going crazy, and I was like, okay. They're pushing the videos of me in snow in a coat in June. Well, in May. At the time it was May. So, and people are loving. And but I wonder, like, why didn't they push it back in February and then keep pushing it, you know? Why now? Why now? All right, you guys. I know you want more, but I wonder if you can tell how tired I am. My voice is even starting to get tired. So, I have more stuff going on tomorrow, of course. I honestly can only think of one, and I'm going to a Shopify event. Like a private creator event. One of my YouTube friends is going to be speaking on a panel, I believe. But there are more things, like there's Tech Week stuff. I was gonna go on a cruise, but I don't know if that's still happening. I think that they're gonna postpone. Um, but yeah, there's stuff happening tomorrow, of course. Lots of things. But I need to edit some of the things that I've been doing. Like I haven't even posted even barely any of the Miami Swim Week stuff because I've been busy doing New York stuff. So I definitely need to post more videos tomorrow for you guys so that everyone has stuff to watch over the weekend. And if you haven't watched my vlogs, like my long form videos, please go watch those. If you like this, you will love my vlogs because you realize my vlogs are me talking to you guys about my day. That's what my vlogs are. So you can literally go to my channel and just watch all my vlogs if you ever feel like you want to sit down and talk to me. And if you have thoughts or comments or questions while you're watching, drop a comment. I will reply. You got me? So, yep, I will talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. It's been 86 minutes, so about an hour and a half. So, good night, loves.